So you just landed your HVAC apprenticeship. Congratulations! Woohoo! This is a huge step, but here is what no one tells you. Getting in the apprenticeship is just the starting line. What you do in the first few years determines whether you cap out at $45,000 a year or you're pulling in 6 figures as a licensed journeyman. Hey guys, I'm JV Charles. I've spent 30 years in the skilled trades industry. I started as a union carpenter, worked my way up to project manager, and now I'm a UAW inspector. I have seen guys go from apprentice to top earner, and I've seen guys flame out after year 2.
Wow.
Stay with me through number 3 because that is the one most apprentices completely skip, and it's the one that costs them the most money long term. Here's point number 1. Show up early and stay late every single day. Look, I know that sounds basic, but hear me out. In the trades, your reputation is your resume. Journeyman talk, foreman talk, and union halls talk. And in your first year, you have 0 technical skills to offer. Your only currency is your work ethic. First year HVAC apprentices are typically making somewhere around $18 to $25 an hour, depending on your local and your region. You are being paid to show up, to learn, and to prove yourself. So show up 15 minutes early, stay until the job is done. Do not disappear at break time, and don't be on your damn phone all the time. The guys who get chosen for better jobs, the overtime, the foreman positions, they are almost always the ones who built that reputation early. And you can't buy it later, you earn it now. Point number 2, study the actual trade, not just what school requires. Night school will teach you what you need to pass your exams, that's it. But if you want to hit 6 figures, you need to go deeper than that. Buy a refrigeration and air conditioning fundamentals book. Watch YouTube videos on electrical diagrams and refrigeration cycles. When a journeyman fixes something on a job, ask them to walk you through what happened. Most experienced trade techs love teaching, if you come at them the right way, that is. Here is the number to keep in mind. A fully licensed HVAC journeyman in a major metro can earn $60 to $75 an hour, sometimes more with overtime and shift differentials. That is $120,000 to $150,000 a year for the top earners. But those guys did not get there by just punching the clock. They invested in their own knowledge. Now, if you're watching this and you're still trying to figure out how to even get into HVAC program, or you want to fast track your knowledge before apprenticeship even starts, I want to tell you about a resource I recommend called Course Careers. Course Careers has online training programs built specifically for the skilled trades. You can learn at your own pace, get industry recognized credentials, and be better prepared walking into day 1 of your apprenticeship than most guys are by year 2. The link is in the description, guys. It's free to check it out, and free intro course is right there, so check it out. Point 3, get your certifications before they are required. This is the one most apprentices sleep on. EPA 608 certification, NATE certification, manufacturer certifications. Most of these are not required until later in your apprenticeship or after you get your license. But if you go get them early, you become more valuable. You become the guy they send on more complex calls, and you become the guy who gets pulled into commercial and industrial work even faster than others. And in the trades, the complexity of the work you're trusted with almost always correlates directly with the pay rate. See how this works? Let me break down exactly what each certification does for your earning potential. The EPA 608 certification. This is your refrigerant handling license. Without it, you legally cannot work with refrigerants, period. Most apprentices wait until their 2nd or 3rd year to get this. That's a huge mistake. Get it in your first 6 months. It costs about $150 to $200. It takes 1 day to complete the exam. Once you have the EPA 608, you go from helper, who carries the tools, to tech, who can actually work on systems. That is the difference between being stuck doing manual labor at $20 an hour versus doing actual HVAC work at $25 to $30 an hour, even as an apprentice. The NATE certification, North American Technical Excellence. This is the industry standard for proving you actually know your stuff. Most apprentices do not even know NATE exists until year 3 or 4. But here's what happens when you get NATE certified early. You stand out. Companies can advertise NATE certified technicians, which helps them win commercial contracts. That makes you more valuable to them. Some companies pay a certification bonus, anywhere from $500 to $2,000 annually, just for holding an active NATE credentials. Hey guys, it's JV. Let me pause the video real quick. If you want a faster way into real careers that pay, check out Course Careers. They train people for in-demand jobs in tech, business, and all sorts of construction trades without wasting years in college. They're rated almost 5 stars with thousands of real reviews you can check out. You earn a certificate of completion and they help you prepare for real job placement. And if you use my link, you get $50 off instantly. So if you're serious about changing your income path, the link is below. And when you're competing for a high-paying position later, the guy with the NATE gets it over the guy without it every time. How about manufacturer certifications? Carrier, Train, Lennox, Rheem, York. Every major manufacturer offers factory training. These certifications teach you the specific quirks of each brand's equipment, and commercial accounts often require techs who are certified on systems they're installing or servicing. And here's the move, guys. Ask your employer which manufacturer they work with most, then volunteer to get trained and certified on those systems. Most companies will pay for the training if you ask, and if they will not, pay for it yourself. It's an investment that pays back immediately. I have seen HVAC techs with manufacturer certifications getting pulled into $100,000 plus commercial projects while their peers without certs stay stuck on residential service calls making half as much. So here's the certification stack. By the end of year 2, you should have 1, the EPA 608 refrigerant handling, 2, the NATE certification, at least 1 specialty area, and 3, at least 2 manufacturer certifications. This stack alone can add $10,000 to $15,000 annually to your earning potential compared to an apprentice without these credentials. EPA 608 can be done on your own time. NATE, it has study guides available, and manufacturer certs for Carrier, Train, and Lennox, those often come with factory training that companies will send you to just if you ask. So ask. And here's point 4, learn how to be on call without losing your mind. On call is where the real money starts in HVAC. We're talking emergency calls, after-hours service, and weekend work. That is overtime. That is premium pay, and that is where a $52 an hour rate turns into a $78 an hour. But a lot of apprentices dread on-call because they aren't mentally prepared for it. Here's the shift mindset you should have. On-call is not inconvenience. On-call is wealth-building tool. Every call you take builds your diagnostic skills faster than anything you will see in day school. You are out there making decisions, troubleshooting real problems, and getting paid premium rates to do it. The techs who embrace on-call early in their careers are almost always the ones hitting 6 figures first. The ones who avoid it stay stuck at base rate wondering why they are not getting ahead. Point 5, build relationships inside the union and the industry. The trades runs on relationship. Who you know matters. Who knows you matters more. Your business agent at the union hall, the foreman on your jobs, the other journeymen you work alongside. These are the people who decide what jobs you get dispatched to, what overtime is available, and whether your name comes up when there is a promotion. Do not be the apprentice who keeps his head down and goes home. Introduce yourself, remember names, be reliable so people want to work with you again, and attend union meetings. Get involved. I have watched guys with average technical skills climb faster than brilliant techs simply because they built the right relationships. In a union environment especially, that network is worth real money over the course of a career. And here's a bonus point. Track your income and set financial goals. Here is something no one teaches apprentices. Treat your apprenticeship like a business. You are not just learning HVAC, you are building a 6-figure income engine, and you need to track the metrics. Year-by-year income targets. Let me give you some realistic income targets so you know if you're on the right track or falling behind. A year 1 apprentice, $18 to $25 per hour base equals $37,000 to $15,000 annually. The goal, max out your hours. Take every overtime opportunity and bank at least $5,000 to $10,000 in savings. Year 2 apprentice, $22 to $30 an hour base equals $45,000 to $62,000 annually. Add EPA 608 and NATE certifications. Your goal, start taking on-call shifts. Push annual income to $55,000 to $70,000 with overtime. Year 3 apprentice, $28 to $30 an hour per hour base equals $58,000 to $79,000 annually. And add your manufacturer certifications. More complex work. Your goal, you're going to hit $75,000 to $85,000. Total comp with on-call and overtime. Year 4 to 5 journeyman, $35 to $50 an hour base. It equals $72,000 to $104,000 a year annually. And add specialty skills, commercial, industrial controls. Break 6 figures with consistent overtime and premium work. And here's the simple way to track this. Set up a simple spreadsheet. Track your hourly rate each year, your total hours worked, regular versus overtime, and certifications earned and date completed. Annual gross income and money saved. And review this quarterly. If you're not hitting these benchmarks, you need to adjust. Get more certs, work more on call, and switch to a company that pays better maybe. The apprentices who track their numbers are the ones who hit 6 figures by year 5. The The ones who do not track anything wake up at year 7 wondering why they are still making $60,000 a year. So there you have it. 5 things you absolutely must do after starting your HVAC apprenticeship if hitting 6 figures is your goal. Show up with a killer work ethic, study beyond your minimum, stack your certifications early, embrace on call, and build your network inside the trade. And track your income like a business and consider legitimate side work to accelerate your growth. If you are getting started and you want a head start on the knowledge side, check out Course Careers in the description below. Solid resource for getting up to speed fast. If this video helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment letting me know where you are in your HVAC journey. I read every single one and comment. Thanks a lot for checking out the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.